welcome back. I am Lisa with Lisa Plans, and I wanted to come out here and just give an update of what is going on in my planning world, because there's always something. I'm always doing stuff. I might not always be filming it like I had dreams and hopes and aspirations to film just about everything I'm doing. But that will come soon because I'm gonna clean off my craft desk and bring all my supplies upstairs and start doing it on my desk, which I'm not doing that at the moment. So once that happens, I'll probably be filming a lot more setups, even my printing and everything. So, but I wanted to come at you today just because I haven't done a video in a while. And I don't like to just not do videos because I like to do videos. I like to talk. I like to talk about planning. And I'm doing it all the time. I have a lot to say about what's going on in my planning world right now. As you can see, not that actually, I have no traveler's notebook in this stack. What? I know. Not to say that traveler's notebooks might not be in my world soon. I think they always will be at some capacity. But I think going forward, I'm going to be more disky because I have been in this is my half letter discbound planner. I've been in her. I actually made this cover in Canva. I don't know if you'd recognize this artwork. It is Jenny Penton. I'm not an affiliate or anything. I just scanned one of her front of her notebooks in and made a cover. So I really don't scan artwork or anything like that on a regular basis, and I probably won't do it again, but I just really love this cover so much. I love this wreath, and it was so Christmassy, and I had to put it under my cloth and paper new cover. I got a few cloth and paper items in. I don't know if I've done a December setup, have I? Oh my goodness, I don't even know what I've set up because I've been messing around with so many different planners this month. Just trying to nail down what I'm going to do for 2024 because I feel like the clock is ticking and I want to figure out what I want to do. And I think I have. I think I've like 100% nailed it down. And I'm going to talk about that here in a minute. I don't think it's going to be half letter discs because they are large. They're in charge, but they're large. I do love the half letter size, but it's just too big, I think, for my needs. I don't find myself picking it up as much. So if you're not using your planner, then it's not working for you, right? It's a tool that's supposed to work for you and serve you. And I just don't want to pick it up because it's heavy. It's too heavy to definitely put in my work bag. So I do go into an office occasionally, although that is going to change soon. But instead of going to a larger planner and a desk planner at home, I'm thinking I want to go the other direction. I want to do something smaller. So I'm craving something smaller. So I set up my personal rings. This is a Moterm Luxe with 30 millimeter rings. And sorry, my throat is getting sore. I haven't drank much water today, and I need to. But this is a Moterm firm pebbled leather, and it's a deluxe 30 millimeter ring. I think I already said that, but it's got the two poppers, and there's that scan photo again. And I've got a little Sandy here. So I had every intention to set this up for Christmas, obviously. And I am currently using this planner. I'll do just a quick flip. This is from last year's Cocoa Daisy kit. And I just got this little guy. He's so cute in here. And grocery list, just little lists. I just do like little sheets of paper. I just print graph paper. They actually come in They print off one of my other inserts, and I just cut them down and stick them in here. This is a Vellum from Coco Daisy. I love it. December board. I don't even know what's in here. I could have terrible things in here, and I wouldn't even know. I'm not really using this calendar, though. Yeah. There's some, I've been using elements of this planner. I've been using elements of another planner. Let me just say, my world right now, in the IT world, I'm a computer technician, things really slow down in December. So I really just don't have a lot to do. So I'm just fiddling around with all kinds of stuff and jumping in and out before life gets busy again in mid-January. Yeah, so tracker sheets. I think if you've seen my channel, thank you for subscribing, by the way. And if you're new here, thank you for, I guess, visiting. But I have explained that I made these in Excel, and these are my trackers. This is for next week. I've already made this design for next week for here. I just kind of gave up using this tracker. I've just been kind of giving up on a lot of my trackers, but I'm going to definitely do this one. My goal next week is to get all this done. I'm already jumping on this, all these things. I actually filled out a lot of this last week, but I didn't do my sheets last week, but they're done today. So the grossness is over. I made this in Canva. I thought that was pretty. I love the cookies. Like I said, I don't even know what's going on here. You can probably stop and see it. But I wanted to get up here and show you. Let's see. What do I got? What do I got? These are my dailies when I'm in my personal. And I'll show you here. This is perfect. This is how my planning works. I usually have my week on this side and my day on this side because I love to see what's coming up while I'm in my dailies. I do this also in my discbound planner. There's a disadvantage of doing it this way, though. Sometimes I don't quite notice what's coming up if I don't look on my monthly. And if you see my monthly, there's nothing on it in this planner. But I do look at a different monthly. I look at my junior discbound for right now. But yeah, I noticed that when I was in my traveler's notebook. I was flipping through my weeks, and in the traveler's notebook, they're all like subsequent. You know, you can see the next week and the next week. I'm like, oh, wow, I didn't know that was coming up because I didn't see it in my rings because the next week isn't, you know, until like a few daily pages away. And so that is kind of a pitfall of the system. Although when I'm in my dailies in the current week, I just love seeing this and I love seeing what's coming up, and it is helpful. So I think I really just need to pay attention. And, you know, for the week, I need to go look at my monthlies a little bit more. I tend to forget about my monthlies and stay in here. So that's bad planning. Very bad planning. Yeah, we need to look at all our sections, right? I get kind of lazy with looking around on my planner. I'm not going to lie. But with that said, though, I jumped in these rings. You know, I don't have a lot in here. I mean, there's just note paper for miles. Like I have a work section I can't show, and I have meal planning back here. And I have this awesome page lifter. I forgot the name of the shop. It's on Etsy, and I think she's actually closed right now. But what I wanted to say about this was, and why I jumped in here yet again, you guys been to my channel, you know I jump around. I've been jumping around like a bunny. Planner hopping has just been my thing this year, along with everyone else. A lot of planner people, this has just been the year for hopping. I don't know if it's the year of the rabbit in the Chinese zodiac, but everybody be hopping. And I think we're about ready to put the brakes on, slow it down, stop the spending, stop the overconsumption. I might do a video on that. If you guys saw my rooms of absolute planner junk, I think I'm going to show it. I keep it real on here in Lisa Plans, because I want people to know what planning is really like, and not this fabricated facade of, oh, look what I got this month in my order, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with buying planner supplies. I mean, I'm definitely guilty of it, and I'll show you my craft room. But I just think I don't know. I just want to say that there's just like this fake world where we go to some channels, and they just have everything, they have every kit. And I'm like, I don't know about that. I mean, of course, there's people that can afford that. They have the room, the space, the means, the whatever, and they're enjoying it. That's awesome. But for me, I'm like, I'm starting to feel it. I mean, I've been in the planner community since 2017, and I just have way too much stuff, and I've got way too many supplies. So with that said, I have stopped all of my subscriptions for 2024. I'm no longer a Coco Daisy subscriber, which breaks my heart, but I gotta do it. I'm no longer a Jane's Agenda subscriber. That broke my heart. I'm no longer a Planner Perfect subscriber. Love her artwork, obviously. And I actually, sorry, I can't talk tonight. I got to drink some water. I actually do agree with a lot of her methods of planning. I've used them in the past, and they do work for me. But at the end of the day, I just found myself still making lists in my scripted day. Although seeing my tasks in that 4-quadrant timeline did help on the weekends. It did help me map out what I was doing. So I might still do that for weekends. I might just pull a blank piece of copy paper and write it all out if I've got a busy weekend and see how things are going to play out. I think that's super beneficial. Maybe I'll keep a TN around just for that, and just do my weekends in there. So still do a to-do list. I always have to have some sort of to-do list. Every single day I write one out. Every night I write one out for the next day. It might be a few days I don't do it because I'm not feeling good or just not feeling it. But most days, I would say 98% of the time, there is a detailed list of what's going on for the next day. I think that makes me a planner girl. Yes. And I've been loving it ever since 2017. So, and I've been pretty faithful. But anyway, a reason why I jumped back into rings is because I was thinking, okay, my junior discs are just a little too junior. And I'm thinking I need something a little bit smaller than junior. If that makes sense. I'm being silly tonight, I know. But I wanted to try some different things. So rings, I love personal rings. I've been in them before. I was in it for a whole year. Love, 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 love personal rings until I started not liking personal rings. I don't like ring gap. That bothers me the most. And I don't like how pages catch. Now, these rings are nice and tight, brand new, just perfect. Moterm has some pretty decent rings sometimes. I have gotten a few binders that had some bad rings in them, but for the most part, most of their rings are real snappy. Yeah, I like their rings. And also Franklin Covey has some pretty decent rings. But yeah, I think these are thinner though than the Krause rings, and eventually over time these are going to gap, and they're not doing it now. And I do not pull my rings open like this to open them. No, no, no. I do use these every single time. I never do it in my planners. It grates me when I see people do it. I'm like, no, don't do it. And most of my pages are slit, if not all of them. So I rarely are opening the rings up in, when I plan. So, but that is one thing I do not like about personal rings, is that the ring gap drives me bananas. And this particular, you see it is laying flat right now, but this particular one doesn't lay as flat as I would like. You can see a little bit of bounce there. I think it's because it's firm leather. I think the other ones, and they soften up over time the more you use them. I haven't used this that much. It's pretty new. But because of this large back pocket in the back, I don't think it lays as flat as it could. Now, that might be different with the Filofax originals. There's no back pocket. I think the Malden doesn't have one either. But I do not like Filofaxes just because you can't take these rings out and replace them. even though they're good rings. Most of the Filofax binders I've had have great rings. But yeah, they just, I don't know, they're not big enough for me. I really do like a larger ring size. So I have a love-hate relationship with rings. And I also lately have been having a love-hate relationship with the personal size being so narrow. Now that I've been in my discs for quite a while this year, I'm craving that extra space. So my sister-in-law, I've been using this for the past couple weeks, and I'm like, okay, it's all right. Maybe I'll go to it. Nah. It's not exciting or anything. In comes my sister-in-law. Now, she is not exactly, well, she's a planner girl, but she's more of a yarn crochet girl. She's got a big YouTube channel, big following on her YouTube channel. Tess Loves Yarn. Maybe you've heard of her if you are in the yarn crochet community, knitting. But she created one of these. This is a mini disc, and she did it for her, not a mini disc, I'm sorry. Well, she did it for her crochet and yarn stuff. I think initially she was thinking about that, but then she was in a traveler's notebook and decided that she also wanted something she could take pages out, rip them out, or put them back in, and just pop this baby in her purse. And isn't this most stinking cute thing I've seen in a while? And I'm thinking, you know, I really want to go back to discs, but I want something smaller. Now this is, I think this is actually is a size that's been in the planner community for not too long. I think it's called CPpetite, Cloth and Paper Petite. It's a 6-disc system, which uses 4x6 inserts, which I believe are A6 size. Now, with that said, my sister-in-law, clever girl that she is, put in just, what do I want to call these? Index cards. She used index cards in hers. Now, you don't have to get these index cards. They make them with where they're just graph, or they're also lined, or just blank, whatever you want. So I decided to go ahead and try to make one of these. You can get different colored ones. The only thing is I don't like about the index card life is that I don't like the toothiness of the paper on the index cards. At least not the ones I've got. Maybe there's better ones, but yeah, I made a little pencil board back here and put my little clips on here. Thought, you know, this is adorable. I wonder if A6 size inserts would work in here, and they kind of do. So I did print out a calendar from Annie Plans Printables. I think if you're in the planner community, everyone knows Annie Plans Printables. If not, go check them out. She's got some great inserts for a lot of different sizes. But yeah, so I set it up a little bit for 2024. I just put a calendar in here. And oh, I also put in one of my favorite weeklies from Simple and Trendy Co. This is the 7-day week. She's got one that's just for work week. I didn't know. I accidentally bought it. Oops. But this is for the full week, and it's kind of like a Hobonichi style layout, but you know me, if you know my channel, you know I like my dailies next to my weeklies. Whenever I'm in a system, I can take pages in and out. So I was going to do the same thing I did in my discs, where I have this weekly here, and then I have my little goal, my little compass card for the week. So my little goals. And that's so cute. So I thought I would give it a whirl, but I'm feeling that this is probably going to be way too small for me. So even though these A6 inserts, they're a little short and they're a little bit longer than the index cards. I wish they were the same size as the index card, but they're close. I wish I had a ruler up here. You know what? I do. Aha, I do. I got it right here. So let's measure it, yo. If you're interested, and I apologize if you're not, but let's just measure it real quick. Obviously this is going to be exactly 6 inches, and this is going to be exactly 4. So that is a true 4x6 index card. But when you buy inserts from, I bought this from Annie Plans Printables as an A6 ring insert. So it's going to be a little different, but I figured, what the heck, let's try it. So it is 4, it definitely is 4 inches across, but I don't think it's going to be, yeah, it's not 6. It's not really even close, guys. It's like 5.75. Am I right? Yeah, it's not 6. So darn, I wish it had just a little bit of extra X. Let's try the little something something. It needs a little extra something to make it, you know, perfect. Because I like it to be flush and perfect. This is the Simple and Trendy Co. So I'm thinking that is just typical with A6 ring inserts, that they are not quite 6 inches. Darn, if I wish it wouldn't have been completely 6 inches, but it's not. I mean, I guess you could cut it out that way when you're cutting out your inserts, but who wants to measure and do all that when you're got the cut lines and you're just going at it, right? You know, you got a stack and you're just like, nah. So let's be real. But yeah, wouldn't that be nice? They are the same. Yeah, they're just not the same height, but they are the same width. So if you can handle that, oh, maybe they're not, maybe they're a touch. I mean, I do have washi on here, but that is just like a little, it's kind of like A5 versus half letter, right? It's a little shorter, a little wider. But they still fit in here, and it's still stinking cute, and you can still use your index cards. It's not that big of a difference, but yeah. So I don't know what month I got this out of. Let's see, June. So it's super cute, and this is really a great option if you just want to throw something in your purse, like for note cards. I mean, I probably wouldn't put these types of note cards in here unless you want to just write like this. Or maybe you have like a teenager that is in school, or even a college student, and needs a nice way to bind their note cards. You can make one of these. All we did was obviously laminate this with 5 milliliter, that's a liquid measurement, millimeter, 5 millimeter laminate. And my sister-in-law cut hers right at the edge with the laminate. I left just a tad bit around, but I cut to the edge on this side. And you know what? I think I could have gotten away with just cutting it flush. And I could have maybe even made this a little larger, like the Happy Planner, and had tabs. I didn't tab it. I could have tabbed it. Why not? I could have tabbed it. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm just going to fiddle with this week. We've just been having fun. You know, it's the end of the year. Let's just have fun. Let's just quit this nasty old, oh my goodness, what am I going to be in for 2024? No, let's just have fun. Girls just want to have fun, right? But this is so cute. No, I probably wouldn't leave all these bows and everything on here if I throw it in my purse, but yeah, I mean, how easy, simple is that? You could put a rubber band around it if you want to keep it closed, but you know, most purses are pretty easy to keep stuff closed in, I guess. But yeah, that's what my sister-in-law and I have been up to this week. We even did a Zoom call about this. It's been fun. Having fun. So yeah, so I'm going to try out this. I don't know if I'm going to buy any more inserts in here for it though. But if you're an A6 lover and you're sick of rings, this is a great option. If you have all your ring inserts already, why not just punch those babies? And and disc it. Try it out, because look what you can do. You can do that. Can't do that in your rings, can ya? No, I'm just being silly. But anyway, this was a lot of fun to make this week, and that's what we've been up to. So I'm thinking, okay, I like this size. You know, I might be able to make this work for travel. How great would this be just to travel with? I mean, it is so light and tiny. Of course, you can always use a passport tin and everything, but you can just take out pages, pop them back in. Yeah, so I don't know if I'd use this to like journaling, but maybe, I mean, of course you could, but I just made some extra paper back here. So I love the feel of this HP paper. So anyway, I keep opening this up because it is so nice to open and flip through. And these little discs, I'm in love with these tinier discs. I just think I've been using too large of a disc, and it's not as fun to flip. These are just little plastic toll discs. I don't even know what size these are. These, I don't think they're even, definitely not an inch. I think they're like I don't even know if they're the 3/4 inch. They're just so tiny. They're the ones that come in your notebook when you actually get the cover. They're just the little free ones, I guess, as I want to say. They're just so tiny. 0.75 maybe? I don't even know. I wonder if I could even measure it. I don't know. Do we care? It looks like it's like the 3/4 inch, probably. Yeah, it's like a 0.75. Maybe. I don't know. They're tiny. Anyway. All right. So I've been playing with that. And then I decided, you know, I got this Happy Planner Mini. Why don't I try checking that out? Just to see what I think. I've had this in my big giant hoard. I bought this at Joann's like forever ago in the clearance section. Just wanted to play around with it, and it was a journal. Well, it is a journal. It's not like a dated happy planner. It's just like I want to say like a self-care journal, and you can see I actually really use this thing. Yeah, used it every day. No. But I thought, you know, I bet you this is my Goldilocks size. If I don't want to be in, let's look at this real quick. If I'm not happy with this size insert because it's too, you know, short, I actually thought about going to Franklin Covey Compact for a bit. Even had my cart loaded up. Franklin Covey, FranklinPlanner.com had like $300 in there. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing this. I don't want rings still. This is still rings. Not doing it. Delete out of my cart. And I'm just not a big, huge fan of the Franklin Covey inserts. They're okay. I think, you know, they work. But I don't know. I have my specific preferences. But looking at this, I'm like, man, I get all this extra room. Oh, let's go down here and look at this. I mean, if you're not in the planner community, you would look at the, I can't talk. You know what I'm going to say, though. If you are not in the planner community, I'm still going to post this video. I'm not going to edit anything. If you're not in the planner community, you know that you're going to look at this and go, well, that's not much space. No big deal. If you're in the planner community, I cannot talk tonight. You know that this is a big difference. I mean, it is once you get this up, this over, the page is larger overall. And the overall spread is larger, which makes your boxes larger, which makes your writing space a lot more. It just is. So, and if you're not new to planning, you know that for sure, because you probably jumped around. If you've been in the planner hopper craze this year, you know what I'm talking about. So I decided, okay, what if I played around with this? And I have actually played around with this before. I've made my Excel inserts in here. And I'm thinking this might be it. Might be it. I bought just a few inserts because I'm looking for ways to save money. One of those ways to save money is to not buy a ton of sticker kits that have dated numbers and everything. I want to be able to have a dated insert. So I picked up this insert from Roho Designs, and I can link everything up there, or down there, wherever you look at it. And I kind of dig it. It is a little smaller than I'm used to, these boxes. I'm not used to having this space up here for meal plan, or whatever you use this for. I would probably use it for a meal plan. And of course I would have my daily on this side, right? So I'd have my daily here, weekly here, and then a to-do list on the back. I would just put graphed maybe, or lined on the back. I don't know if I like it. I might go back to my Simple and Trendy Co. on this side. Do the horizontal, although I would think you would consider this horizontal, but I think they also call this the dashboard layout. I'm not too familiar with the HP Mini lingo, but yeah, they call this, I think, the dashboard layout. But I think I prefer my Hobonichi style layout, where they're, you know, up and down, you know, not the vertical, although I really do like a vertical weekly layout in the Jibun Techo, but I just don't have enough appointments to justify using one. Really love that planner though, and I'm tempted every year to buy one, but I don't buy one because I know it ain't going to work for me. So I don't have hardly any point. And this is a lot. I got this one on Thursday. It's just yeah, I don't know, I just don't. So I think this would really work out for me. I would obviously change my discs here to, not that there's anything wrong with these discs, but I need bigger discs probably. Change out all the inserts, and I wouldn't have this cover. I would change out the cover. I might purchase some cloth and paper stuff. Start me out for the year, and maybe even one Moterm black cover. And see where I go with it. No more subscriptions, so I won't be doing... I can't say I won't be doing any unboxings because I might order a few things here and there. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So that means I have a lot of work to do before 2024. Yeah, I've got to get going on buying inserts. I don't know if they'll all come in before January, but I can try. And well, there's freebies out there I can start off with. I can definitely start off in this size. I mean, I can probably do it right now if I just DIY my cover and use some discs. I should be able to just, you know, roll with it until January, until I can get my stuff in. And that's cool. That's the beauty of discs. You can make a planner from the ground up and still use it. And use it great and not buy anything else. So who knows, maybe I'll just keep doing that, or maybe I'll fall in love with this little A6 size 6-disc CPpetite size. Who knows? But anyway, I just wanted to jump on here and show you what I've been up to and my sister-in-law's been up to. We've been busy little crafting bees. So, and having a lot of fun. Having fun. So... yeah, with that said, I think I'm going to end my video here, and I will come back with yet another video soon. Finally show my 2024 setup. I do not have like a stack of planners. I might be lying. I do have a couple other things that I'll be using for 2024, and I need to get going on it because it's coming up fast, isn't it? I mean, my goodness. So, yeah, and I might even set up, I don't know about setting up my TN yet. I'm thinking about still setting up my 2024 calendar insert, but I don't know. I'll have to see. But anyway, that is what's going on in my world. I just wanted to pop on here, and it's not an hour-long video, thankfully. And just to show you the cuteness. And who knows, maybe I'll jump into this for next year. I don't know yet. It's gonna be between this guy and this guy. Ooh, that was really loud, wasn't it? Yeah, I don't know. They're so cute. So that's what's going on. All right, guys, I will see you in my next video. If you like this video, feel free to like it and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Bye.